Hello from Sydney, Australia. My name is Robert Peake. I want to tell you about an innovation that my colleague John Vitlin and I have developed over the last few years. We have developed an innovative architecture called XE technology that we believe will reform the ICT industry due to its zero-code computing development environment that is integrated with immediate compliance and testing. XE also includes an integrated runtime operational environment. XE delivers users with direct real-time control over development in plain English without technical people's involvement. For instance, no programmers, no database designers. This fundamental change from programming to simple and easy configuration is not possible with traditional computing. I hope you enjoy the demonstration. Thank you. From an architectural viewpoint, XE concepts define the world as things that are related to each other in a structured way that recognizes types of things and then sets of things by type. The objective of the XE engine demonstration is to exhibit the ease of development and maintenance of executable applications. The hotel room booking application is just an indicative example of what can be achieved with the XE engine and its concepts. This application involves 324 function points and took less than 4 hours to configure, test and implement. Albeit, XE is still only a prototype XE engine without a presentation layer. This slide shows the class tree screen of the XE engine. The tree also includes each instance under its relevant class. For example, arrangement has a subordinate class called booking, and several instances of booking are listed under the booking. The detail of the selected instance, Booking for Joe Blogs, is shown on the right. This slide shows the focal screen of the XE engine for the hotel booking application. Explanation of the 4 sections of this focal screen follows. Section 1 shows the focal data for the Booking for Joe Blogs and is an instance of its superior class booking. This is shown with background in pink. Section 2 shows a set of defining business rules for a specific booking. They are listed to the right of the screen and are shown in yellow. For example, booking has start date and duration. Section 3 shows the instance of the related class that has been linked to the booking to satisfy the selected business rule. It also shows at the bottom of the screen all instances that have been linked to the booking instance to satisfy all relevant rules. Section 4 shows the compliance status of the booking and is depicted by the green compliance checkbox in the top center of the screen. This focal screen is used for both creating applications, the development environment, and for operating applications, runtime operational environment. The next segment shows the XE engine in operation to add a new hotel room booking. The start point is to go to the class tree and select the subtype booking. To create a new booking for a new guest, Chris, click the New Child button. In the new window, enter the details for Chris's booking. Class type is instance. Name is booking for Chris. Superior class is booking, and class description is 1 standard room for 1 night on September the 15th. Click Save, and the data is saved and the window is closed. Note that the booking for Chris and the compliance box are both red, indicating a non-compliant record. So click the Open button to go to the focus screen so that we can make the record compliant. This focus screen displays all the rules that must be satisfied to make the booking for Chris compliant. To check on why the booking for Chris is not compliant to the rules, click on the Non-Compliant tab at the top. These are all the rules that must be satisfied. Click on each rule to select appropriate instances to satisfy each rule until all rules are progressively satisfied. We will select the 15th September, add that link. Standard room was required, we shall allocate the wattle room. The booking was made by Chris. The duration is 1 day and only one room was required. The final step is to generate the billing for Chris. This is a defined algorithm that is part of the rule, and when the rule together with its algorithm are satisfied, the compliance box will change from red to green. The next segment shows the XE engine in operation to satisfy a new business requirement. A new requirement will be implemented and immediately guidance is provided by XE to rectify data that has now become non-compliant because of the new requirement. In operating the hotel booking application, hotel management and the operators have found that for performance management reasons, the name of the booking clerk is required to be documented at the time of taking the booking. Accordingly, a new subset of person and a new rule are required. For the new subset of person, the start point is to go to the class tree and select the subtype person. To create a new subset, reception clerk, click the New Child button. In the new window, enter the details for reception clerk. Class type is subset. Class name is reception clerk. Superior class is person and class description is reception clerk is a person who responds to guests' requests, especially bookings. Click Save and the new data is saved and the window closes. The next segment shows the XE engine in operation to add a new rule. The new rule is between subtype booking and the subset reception clerk. Now each reception clerk might make 0, 1 or many bookings. Each booking must be made by one and only one reception clerk. The start point is go to the main screen and select Rules by clicking on the Rule button. The Rule entry screen opens. To create a new rule, click New Rule button. In the new window, enter the details for reception clerk. The rule type is rule. The subject class is reception clerk. The related class is booking. Subject to related class name is documents. Reception clerk documents the booking. Related to subject name is documented by. A booking is documented by a reception clerk. Each reception clerk might make 0, 1 or many bookings, and so select optional many as the end name. Each booking must be made by one and only one reception clerk, and so select mandatory 1 as the end name. Click on Auto Name for the rule, and we have reception clerk documents booking. Click Save, and the data is saved and the window closes. The next segment shows the XE engine in operation to fix non-compliant bookings. The class tree now shows that because the new rule requires bookings to be documented by a reception clerk, all current bookings are now non-compliant and are shown in red. Consequently, XE guides the operator through the necessary remedial work to ensure compliant data. Double-click on a red entry in the class tree to open the focal class screen. To satisfy the new rule, a reception clerk must be selected. Sybil has been hired as the reception clerk and a new class entry is required, and so select the Documented by Reception Clerk rule and click on the New Instance button, and the class entry screen will be displayed. Enter the details for Sybil. Sybil is the name. Class type is instance, superior class is person, and class description is reception clerk. Click on the Save This Data button and close the screen. Sybil is now available for selection to satisfy the reception clerk rule. Select Sybil and add the link. And you will see that now this booking for Chris is compliant. Close the screen and progressively go through and select Sybil for each one of the bookings to make them compliant. Booking for Fred Nurk is now compliant. Booking for Joe Bloggs. Add link. That booking is now compliant. And the last, John Smith booking. So all bookings are now compliant. And so what we have seen is that we've added a new requirement. Certain data becomes non-compliant, and XE guides the user through the process to make all the data compliant. XE is an architected computing capability. It uses a 3D data structure combining relational with hierarchical structures that is fully normalized down to the attribute level. Because the XE engine operates circuitously as a relational logic unit, as opposed to the traditional linear arithmetic logic unit, the total size of the XE engine executable is less than 3 megabytes. XE technology results in orders of magnitude reductions in cost and time of development and maintenance. The outcome of this reduction is a commensurate increase in the overall project success rate. Because of XE's compatibility with traditional IT products, and yet its capability to replace most of them, it could form the foundation for a new Australian IT industry. Well, that was just a glimpse of XE technology. Symphony is a small Australian company that designed, developed and owns the XE intellectual property. Yes, XE is different, but we firmly believe it could be the foundation for a new IT industry in Australia. It provides an opportunity to change the modus operandi of the traditional IT industry. If there is interest, we are available and eager to further explore its opportunities in partnership as the next step. Thank you for your attention and possible interest in exploring the opportunities that XE could realise with the appropriate assistance. Thank you.